Go.
With uniforms, I've got, I'm really lucky, uniforms you can either do as traditional uniform or you can throw your leather twist, where a lot of the leather people, they're only really constricted to leather and only. Talking about being equals, about classes and all that, when my partner and I go out, if we want to be equals, firemen, a very quick and easy uniform to show that my partner and I are on equal terms for the evening. Always remembering to accessorise correctly if you're going to do uniforms. One thing about uniforms and about leather is it's exactly like being a drag queen, but we just do it in a male version. So every leather man, and a lot of leather people will agree with that. I normally don't wear peak hats. Peak hats represent tops, but being a Boy Scout, and normally when you accessorise with being a Boy Scout, you have your tent, and because you can't take out metal things, you have like little lanterns and all that. But you know, to get that effect, which really helps, your compass and all that, men use uniforms as a form of foreplay, if you can think of that.
Can I just ask something? So when you are the Boy Scout, do you actually have to take the tent out and all that with you?
If I want to do it properly, yes, I will.
Okay.
I will, because it's like fashion. A lot of men, queens will wear tight fitting clothes and all that, and they'll be very uncomfortable, but for fashion you do it. Why? If you're going to do something, you might as well do it properly. And half-assed attempts at doing something is not worth doing it. Also, you have formal uniforms, which a formal uniform which is considered as your security. Of course, it's you're trying to be someone in power, where fire, boy cubs and all that aren't. They're more helpful sort of services, where these are very formal, and also where you do your naval formal dinner jackets, and formal for when my partner and I go to dinner, and my partner actually has the peak cap one to be the commander, so always goes as his boy. If you're into uniforms, it's a really easy way, especially since there's not many uniform men here in Sydney, and we get right into our uniforms. If you're into them, people can read you just as easily as what they can read leather by wearing a uniform.
Oh, okay.
And all that.
As in what way?
As in what way? Just by, perfect example. Where is she? I don't know if you can get you need to get a close-up of my shoulder, because it actually tells you what I'm into. These are my vacations. I'm into outdoor sex. I'm into expeditions. I like a long time, not a short time. I'll service anything, environmentally friendly when we do it. I know first aid, just in case we do get in trouble. I only fuck someone that's an Australian citizen, and that's my lifestyle. Then I have my leathers. My partner has a red Mounties jacket in the same colour leather, which is also our engagement rings, even though they're not the same shirts. They come from different countries. This is American, his is a Canadian one. It's the colour that means that we're together and all that, so that's really good. And once again, I have all the token pieces of leather that any good leather boy should have: vest, trousers, jacket, chaps, leather shirt, leather belt, tokenistic only. Leather shorts. And then you got your boy's cap. Then you got your boy's hat. I have a couple of uniforms that I wear that are very controversial. People don't consider them to be uniforms, but in my eyes, they are uniforms. And one of them is my surgeon's outfit, which, because it's not a regimental. When you look at leather in uniforms, you only ever see pictures depicting cowboys, military, and that's about all. But my surgeon's outfit came to me from 4 doctors that saw me out one night in my Boy Scouts uniform, and they said, do I do medical? I said, I don't, and a week later I had a full outfit. So yeah. And another one, which is very controversial, well, I don't think it is, but it is I went out as a Christmas tree, and that was my top.
Do you want to put it on?
It sort of goes like that, and then that was my base of me. Once again, it is a uniform. Not that many people on Oxford Street, or with even in the uniform hierarchy, would say it's a uniform, but it is. Once I wore it, you could identify that I was Christmas and what I was, so it is a uniform, because it's, yeah.
So people just thought it was against the uniform play?
Yeah, because it's not military, a lot of people think, no, well, it can't be leather or it can't be uniform. But you know, everybody, once again, everybody has a right to take whatever part of a community they are and see how it is in their own eyes.
Do you ever wear the uniforms during sex?
The main reason why you wear uniforms is for sexual role play.
So how much would you get undressed in your uniform to actually get to have sex?
All depends what type of scene you're doing. Some scenes I actually pre-rip underwear and all that. I'm like a builder. I come in with my tool belt on, which is normally tool belts used for a sexual construction worker, where I have videotapes and different things, or if I want to go out as a proper construction worker, which once again you got all your little tools and all that you should have. And then your tools also come as toys. There's your nipple clamps for the night. So whatever's in your tool belt, you use. I'll only let your mind wonder what that one's used for.
Build me a house.